Hi, my name is Kuljas Gupta, and for my final project in food service management, I interviewed executive chef Kelvin Cheung, who is also my executive chef at my internship site, Ellipsis, Mumbai. Chef Kelvin is a Kendall graduate, and he has been a part of the culinary industry for over 21 years now. He has tremendous experience and has worked in several countries, some of which are Canada, America, Belgium, now in India. Here are some of the questions I asked him. First one, how many employees report to you? How many of those are managers? So chef replied, including the front of the house and back of the house, it's around 40 to 50. Three of which are managers, and then back of the house, one is sous chef and a pastry chef. Who do you report to? So basically, chef just reports to the owner, and otherwise he just has control all around the kitchen and front of the house. What is the volume revenue your establishment is doing in a year? So Ellipsis is a fairly new restaurant. It's been a year since it opened. What is your favorite food? The next question. Chef replied sushi and Chinese. What is your favorite cuisine to cook and why? So the favorite cuisine for chef would be Chinese as well, as it's very comforting for him and he has a lot of memories with it. Also, Chinese has a lot of diverse flavors. Um, why did you become a chef? So chef replied, he is the third generation in restaurant, food and beverage industry person. He grew up with it, he loves it. The day he decided he wanted to be in a culinary industry, he wanted to be a chef. He was in a med school. He was pursuing medical, and he just dropped out. He wanted to be a chef. Um, what do you do to stay educated about new trends in culinary? So every day 1 hour he would devote to food magazine, food blogs, he would see what his friends are doing, what other people are doing, what other chefs are doing, and his colleagues. I mean, it's very important for us to know what's going around us. So I think devoting 1 hour every day after service or before service is a good idea. How do you ensure the quality of the food going out to customers? So chef looks after each and every dish that goes out. He would look at the plate, he would garnish the plate himself, and he would see what's right and what's wrong. And I think that's a pretty good way to keep an eye on what's going on in the restaurant and how the food is going out. And it also ensures the quality of the food. Describe to me a problem you had with an employee and how did you handle it? So the biggest problem with chef would be he hates no show, no call. If you don't call, he would fire you on the spot. And I mean, it's one of the biggest problems in the culinary industry. Uh, if you don't come to the restaurant, if you don't show up without calling, it's very confusing for everyone to know what's going on. So I think that is one of the biggest problem he has. Tell me about your management style. So chef has a very autocratic leadership style. He sets the rules, you follow it. If you don't want to follow it, you can walk out. It's your choice. I mean, he wants what he wants. He wants everything his way. Tell me something you would like to learn or improve upon. Chef is willing to learn everything. I mean, he says the day he stops learning is the day he's gonna quit from the kitchen. No matter if it's a new technique, new flavor, new dish, anything. I mean, it's always good to learn. The more you learn, the more you gain knowledge. How involved are you in executing labor cost if your labor is running high, and what measures do you take to control it? So chef replied, ideally he would cut back shifts. He hates firing somebody over labor cost, but sometimes you have to do what you got to do. Um I mean, the best way to cut down on labor would be cutting back shift rather than just firing people. But if there are some people unwanted, he would fire them. He hasn't faced labor cost yet, but if he ever did, he would do that. Um, so these were the questions I asked him, and through this interview and my internship, I learned a lot. I learned how to manage a kitchen. I learned how to run a line, and also it is important. I learned that it is important to be a versatile, dedicated, and you always need to be learning in the kitchen. I mean, the more you learn, it's better for you. It's gonna help you in long run. Um, I would, through my interview as well, like I would just grab my book and write whatever he's saying. Uh, but just generally, if you are in the kitchen, I think it's a good idea to note down what you do, and I think that's helped me a lot. And this is not my idea. This is my chef would force me to write things down, and yeah, I love it. I love working at Ellipsis. I loved interviewing chef. Um, Thank you.